Melo, San Antonio's been one of the best teams at home this season. Just with their veteran presence and everything, what's going to be key for you all heading into this matchup tomorrow?
I think it's understanding kind of what we're up against, what we're facing. San Antonio at home, like you said, has always been a great home team. So I think the most important thing is just our level of focus and the way that we're going to stay composed throughout that course of the game.
Melo, I don't know if anybody's informed you in the last hour or so, but the pro basketball writers put out a memo saying that you were one of the finalists for one of their community awards for this year.
Word?
Yeah. Just with some of your community work, I think it's you and Durant and Chris Paul, some guys involved in that.
Just for some of it.
Just
a little bit.
You have a chance, basically. But what does it mean to be considered, for an award that has to do with your community involvement?
I mean, it means a lot because it's, I do a lot in a lot of different communities. So for people to recognize that and see that and acknowledge that, that means a lot to me. I think it's a motivation to keep it going, but I think at the end of the day, I do it because I love to do it. I love to give back. I love to kind of touch the people and feel the people, and so I really don't do it for the recognition, but it's good that people recognize it. Even when you're not doing it for the actual recognition, and you're doing it for the sake of the people that you're, the communities that you actually help.
You were part of getting some of the young adults to the deal in Washington last weekend. How'd that come about, and just your thoughts on doing that?
Well, just support. I figured that I wanted my community to be a part of that, being though it's a nationwide thing, but also it was in my backyard in D.C., being from Baltimore. So I wanted kind of my community and my youth and my kids to kind of just be down there and be a part of the bigger picture and the bigger message.
Safe to say, people, you hadn't shot as well as you want to, but you've been in the league a long time. You took those shots, looked like confidence, didn't hesitate or anything. So everything is just a matter of just getting those shots to fall. You still feel good about how your game is going.
Oh, we went from youth to the shots.
Well, because you said you got to go. I'm trying to get. You said you got to go.
Yeah, I don't worry about that stuff, man. As far as missing or making shots, and I've made a lot of shots in my career, and I've missed a lot of shots in my career. So those same shots that I've missed probably the past couple games, I'll probably make tomorrow, and we probably won't even be talking about that. So it is what it is. It's it's something that happens, and I can see if I wasn't putting the work in to work on that, but I am, and it's just you miss some, you make some, you live.
How's the pressure of this year compared to some of your years in New York, as far as the expectations and where you guys think you've come with those expectations?
Well, I think the expectations were put on us. Yeah, of course we wanted to, have a better record at this point in the season with the team that we have. But, our expectations was to just be the best team that we could be, with the understanding that we have an opportunity to do something great. And we have an opportunity to make a run in these playoffs and potentially, play for a championship. And that was the goal. That was the ultimate goal. So everything along the way up till that, it was a little bit expected because it was something that we put together so quickly. We had to make adjustments, and whenever you put something like that together, it's going to take time for it to work. So this is a learning curve for all of us. But I think it's in 2 weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks, we continue to do what we do, take care of our business. I think people forget about regular season and just focus on the postseason.
Is this almost like a playoff feel for you? Because you guys are trying to get position for the playoffs, trying to make sure you're in the playoffs, I guess, because of the West the way it is. But also positioning.
We'll be there. We'll be there. I think we're confident enough to know that we'll be there. We'll see when that time comes, but I believe we'll be there. It's something that we planned on doing. when we put this team together, and it's something that at the beginning of the season, this is what we was looking forward to. This is why we put this team together. So.
Melo.
Players like to say that they approach every game the same, but can you really do that when you've got clear opponents that you're going up against in the standings? San Antonio, Denver, New Orleans, all consecutively.
These are fun games. I mean, I only can speak for myself. I can't speak for other players, but these, for me, been in this game a long time, being in numerous of these games, numerous amount of these games, these are fun games for me. Have an opportunity to have some type of playoff atmosphere games before, leading into the playoffs, playing against teams that's right there in the bunch with you. These are fun games. So I think we have to approach it like that. Yes, it's, we have to take it serious. We have to, understand the situation that we're in, and our focus level have to be at an all-time high. But these are fun games, and we should approach that and understand that the mentality that we have to have is to go out there and win, but also enjoy this moment, enjoy these moments that we're about to come across.
Melo, from a personal standpoint, you haven't been able to reach the playoffs since 2013, I think. And I know nothing's set right now, but just does anything else go into your mindset just of how special and like an opportunity is to play in the playoffs?
Yeah, I missed the playoffs for 4 years straight. Prior to that, I've made the playoffs every year since my rookie season. So to have that feeling and know what that feeling is like, and to not have that feeling, you don't want to experience that anymore. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to come here to OKC, because I saw the opportunity. I understand what we have, understand what we're capable of. So yes, it excites me to know that the last game of the season, I start gearing up for another season and not focusing on where's my next vacation is going to be. So it's a different mentality.
Thanks, Carmelo.
Thank you.